Invincible is multiversal, bro, believe me. Mark defeated Omnipotus, who scales to universal levels. Tech Jacket withstood a shot from a cannon capable of destroying multiple universes. Mark scales to Viltrumite Mark, who defeated Spawn, who scales to Hello, people I don't know and will never meet. I wanted to give you the first part of my debunking of fandom nonsense, part 1 and final, I hope. But anyway, this is just to debunk the exaggerated claims that people, not to mention fanboys, make about his achievements, which is why I made this video. I think I'm the first to make this kind of video in English, as there are already several in Spanish debunking what Mark's fanboys say. First argument, in this one I'm also going to talk about Tech Jacket. Mark scales Tech Jacket, which is multiversal/high multiversal when tanking an attack that destroys reality. In reality, it was the destruction of galaxies that went on for centuries, plus the way they were destroyed was by destroying planets/stars one by one. No Viltrumite, Mark, any character with inverse with Tech Jacket, or even Tech Jacket himself scales this completely. Why? Simple, when Tech Jacket tanked the attack, he was in another suit, a larger one that was operated by more characters besides Tech Jacket. To say that it was only Tech Jacket or to give him credit for the feat is a fallacy of the single cause. Second argument. Mark is superior to Omnipotus, who could drain the energy from universes and destroy them. Omnipotus himself states that it takes months to drain the energy from the universe, and the universe that Omnipotus destroyed was not completely destroyed. Mark was sent to the universe, and in the same panel, you can see that part of the universe still remained. Third argument. Omnipotus bends space and time, which makes him uni plus dot. Okay, first of all, the Omnipotus scan says that his special powers, i.e., hacks, do not scale to his strength, and the same scan also says that his power comes from the destruction of three-dimensionally finite matter, and to top it all off, he becomes weaker the more he travels between universes. Fourth, and I think last argument I want to refute, Mark's variance damaged and defeated beings of universal power and above. The most popular confrontation between these is Mark Viltrumite versus Spawn, but you have to know that this is not the original Spawn, Al Simons, and to be honest, I didn't see anything that Todd McFarlane, the creator of Spawn, said that the Spawn universe is canon in the Invincible universe or even that this Spawn is as powerful as the original, which we already know he is not, or if he is Al Simons' successor, because if he faces Al Simons' original Spawn, he wipes out the entire verse. The same would happen with Madman vs Omnimark. I forgot to mention other things, such as Omnipotus. And here I am going to contradict myself, who himself stated that the energy he needed had been depleted, and that just by draining the planet's energy for months, he was charged. Here, I asked myself, how can an object with less power than a planet, such as the Earth's core, generate universal energy? The second thing is that the guides also mention that it can only destroy a solar system through a chain reaction that generates exponential destruction. In short, it does not have the power to destroy a solar system, much less the universe. Here I also want to talk about the canon, which I know I already denied, but I feel like I need to say more about it, is that it can destroy reality is a misreading of the comic. Because what the text literally says is that the colossal system exists to prevent civilizations from evolving so much that they inadvertently destroy reality, not that the canon itself has that power. They are two completely different things. And the Tech Jacket itself questions that claim that it destroys reality. Another point that is often misunderstood is the so-called infinite eyes. The exact phrase in the comic is Geldaria, Earth, and countless others are a danger in its infinite eyes, which simply describes how the system considers infinite civilizations to be potential threats. It is a description of its monitoring capability, not a statement of destructive power. It is basically equivalent to saying that a surveillance system has eyes everywhere. No one would interpret that as meaning it can destroy reality. More importantly, the context of the panel itself makes it clear that the system has a single goal: to survive. Its only desire is simply to continue existing. There is nothing there that implies the power to destroy reality. In summary, the most powerful characters in Invincible, such as Thrag, Omniman, Conquest, Invincible, and I believe Battle Beast, would be between a large planet and a dwarf star. The rest of the characters would be no larger than a large planet, and Tech Jacket would scale between a planet and a large planet.